Carolina following this game, but first, it's Duke in Manhattan here in Durham. Already a face-off violation before we even get the opening whistle, and it's going to be against Naso, so number 15. And Andrew McAdory, the freshman sensation, now with the ball. Denenza, he'll fire and score! With all the fifth-year seniors, Paul, it's amazing that Denenza got playing time last year and he's making the most of it.
Yeah, instincts. Andrew McAdory, 2 in white. Only a freshman. One of the top-rated players in high school lacrosse a year ago because he does everything. His high school teammate, well, gets some production offensively from a dodging perspective, 8 in green, but Gook was the guy who really passes.
And shoots. This time he came topside, he got open, and he fired it, and he beat Adler.
This is a good shot by Gukwa, and Gukwa likes to stay behind the cage in a lot of sets. But he started behind, and then he slips up top, and he just shoots off of Wilson Stevenson. You know, they're not playing Gukwa
yet, but they're getting there.
Yet.
Nicolosi!
Wow.
And Adler had to make that save.
Yeah. Nicolosi's their top dodger.
Gukwa goes 5-hole, Kark. This team does believe.
Everyone is telling you all week, you don't belong. Insert the opponent in February against Duke on a Friday. It's a W for the Blue Devils. Don't tell Kyle Gukwa that. He's got 2 already. Manhattan's up. Have these early season letdowns, but in May they play their best lacrosse, and a lot of that comes based on the fact that he has his team believing in terms of the overall journey of the season as Grant Mitchell pops that in. You know, Chris, we were talking in the break, what does Duke need to do? I think a healthy dose of Brendan O'Neill and testing that matchup, but also assisted goals. When you're sitting on a goalie like Krebs, who's been incredible, you need ball movement, like the isolating.
Duke with the continued play, they'll look to attack the cage. Nakai. Caputo, he scores.
They're gonna wipe the flag. Sean McKinney, 8 in green for Manhattan with the push. But this is because of the unsettled awareness of Duke in transition. Caputo, 6 in white, is a defensive midfielder who's comfortable enough to stay on the field. He scored a goal against Robert Morris from a clear as well, but it was all about the ride that full Duke should pressure. Anytime Krebs makes a save or Manhattan tries to clear, Chris, I think Duke needs to pressure, pressure, pressure. They have the athletes in the middle of the field to do so.
Yeah, Caputo banged up a little bit after scoring that goal. Naso's starting to establish himself at the dot. Here's a shot, and Duke is fired up. They get Garrett Ledman to bury it right off the face-off. Ledman has really carved himself a nice little niche as one of those wing guys on the face-off, and he can generate instant offense. Look at those traps.
I was going to say, that's your
kind of guy.
Connor, that is your kind of guy. Yeah, Garrett Ledman is hitting the weight room. This dude's a beast. You know, a big, strong.
Coming upfield for the goal is Lully. So now, Kark, we're starting to get a lot of different folks involved here for Duke.
Yeah, when you have Sean Lully, 23 in white in the offense, when he switches with Dyson Williams, you have more of a quarterbacking presence, a behind-the-cage type attackman. You see the footwork, that behind the goal can, that's beautiful. The feet of Sean Lully, he's a high school basketball player. He's an ex-attacks on 4. The inside's going to be open with Muley.
This would be a good look here. That's Muley. Now that's O'Neill. There's Muley, and he scores. You nailed it, Kark. Found that little crease on the inside and buried it.
Yeah, pick your poison. You're too concerned with Brendan O'Neill, right? So you only have 4 guys on the inside, and you have to press and take those guys seriously as shooters because Robertson's on the right. But when you do, when you lean a little bit to the...
And up 4.
Theo Reardon was unreleasable.
Right. Here's Williams. He'll score.
That's exactly what I was getting at, right? Now, if you decide to pressure the outside, the inside's open. If you play it tight inside, Dyson Williams is on the left-hand side. I mean, this is automatic for him. That is beautiful placement. Krebs is the lefty goalie. Look.
Nice job by O'Reardon. He'll take a shot and scores!
What a play by O'Reardon. You know, Duke is pressured in the ride. You get 20 seconds to get it across your midfield line. O'Reardon senses that it's time to make a play. This is a one-on-one, absolute individual effort by O'Reardon. Played hurling.
Walsh down the alley, trying to beat his man, gets in front of the goal and scores! A beautiful diving goal by Liam Walsh.
You know, when you look at the scouting report and you watch this team in the past, Walsh can really sling it from downtown with the right hand. This time against Duke's best defender, Kenny Brower, he wins the physical matchup. Launches, lands in the crease, but not in the goal mouth. So that is a legit goal. That's great awareness by Liam Walsh. And you see when he makes that move, Chris, he launches himself.
Frank Marinello looking for help. He'll get it. Goal. That's number 2 on the day for Garrett Ledman in transition.
You know, Ledman's always been a physical presence, but I have to dig and find out what his off-season weight program looked like, because he looks like a monster right now. I mean, look at the size of his upper body. Look at the strength of that shot, too. Plants his feet. And what Duke has done to...
In the field either. We've mentioned his name a ton so far today, and he's making plays. Must have gotten a Bowflex or something in the offseason. That's going to be you can't stop that. Dyson, great opportunity on the wing, in transition to Kai, finding him again. We got a flag down on the field. Let's check this first. Looks like the goal's going to count. If it does stand, that'll be 2 assists for Nakai, 2 on the day.
Green, 1-4, unnecessary, 1 minute. 1 minute.
So they don't pick up the flag card. He'll have to sit for this penalty.
Yeah, Matthew Scully, look for 14. Yeah, that's a high hit on Naso. Wow, that's high. That's a nasty hit right there for Manhattan.
McAdory, just the quickness. Skip pass, Denenza. 1 extra pass and a goal. Beautiful passing from Duke. And it ends up being yet another goal for the Blue Devils. They extend their lead to 6.
Yeah, the assisted goals have kind of reigned supreme when Duke found a way offensively to solve this Krebs puzzle. Awesome ball movement that started with McAdory. I mentioned his vision, 2 and white. Gets it to Denenza. And how money in the bank is Dyson Williams? Like, when Dyson Williams isn't on the extra man. How nuts is that?
McAdory is, as is Cam Moulet. Robertson is. Poetic Justice, after getting a stick under his chin, scores the goal on the man up.
Yeah, you're not going to ever take Joe can fill it up, but Charlotte has, you know, Belle Smith, who's back for her sophomore year as a freshman, one of the best middies in the country. I think that 1-2 punch will be dynamic.
Speaking of punch, McAdory stings one of the corners.
This is what makes him so elite. Every big play that he's made until this goal was passing and getting the defense to rotate and to find teammates left.
Gave the ball to Manhattan, saying the Jaspers won the race to the ball before it crossed the end line. Empty net and a goal. Well, you don't see it very often, Kark, but every now and then you'll see a shot. And he's actually very famous for inventing something in baseball. Adler can't make the stop, and Nicolosi buries it. That would make brother Jasper proud.
You know, Nicolosi's a guy I wanted to see a little bit more in that first half because he's their top dodging presence along with Sean McKinney. And he is feeling it. He is a fifth-year senior. See that little step towards the middle of the field, gets the defender to bite? When the defender bites, it frees up his hands, and it'll be type of defender to guard O'Neal, and Packer is just that.
Robertson inside, man, that's just too easy, isn't it? When he can turn and rake like that.
It's the variety of shooting from Joe Robertson. You know, you saw earlier in the third quarter when he scored that wing shot. He's also really good at the high crease game. The high crease game is a feel type game. You feel where the defense is. How high should you go? How low should you go? If it's low pressure, you go high. If it's high.
The face-off X since coming in for Naso. Robertson, nice pass. Williams again from that spot. That's his spot. Bride's been really aggressive today. And it ends up being a goal. Sean Lully. Second of the day for Lully, the transfer from Penn. The Blue Devils have really taken over this contest here in the fourth.
Yeah, when you talk to people around the program, they marvel at Sean Lully and his ability to adapt to a new team right away. Why? Because he's a chameleon. He can do a little.
Cam Oulé's in the game. Stay in the game most likely after this. We get a whistle here. We man up. We won't, because they'll pick that flag up. Goal for the Blue Devils.
That's Liam McLean.
Yeah.
That's his first career goal. Young man out of Westchester who I've known for quite some time. Right now he's the second best McLean lacrosse player in his family. His father, Colin, is in the BC Hall of Fame, but Liam will have something to say when it's all said and done, and that is a beautiful, beautiful snipe by the...
Krebs will put it in play. Loose ball. This could be a goal for Duke, and it is! Keith Boyer, here's somebody from your town. Yeah.
These last two goals, man, I'm smiling ear to ear. You have Liam McLean out of Westchester, kid I've known for a long time, and Keith Boyer from... But if a guy like Cam Henry can chase LaSala down and cause a turnover, a poor pass, mission accomplished.
Man, Cook was having himself a day. Off the pipe and in the goal, past Bonafide. The All-MAC performer out of Pottstown, PA, gets number 5.
Gukwa has been the bright spot offensively. Defensively, it's been Krebs and Luke Packer, who's guarded Brennan O'Neal. He's gonna go after you.
Off the pipe. And Nicolosi's shot is whistled wide, and the final horn sounds. So Manhattan came down to Tobacco Road and gave Coach Danowski and this Duke Blue Devil team all they could handle. They were up 2-1 after the first quarter, but then Duke took over in the second, and this Blue Devil team, led by Dyson